Good morning, everyone. Nice, beautiful December morning here in the Olympics here. As you can see, this is that clear cut I showed you the other day, and where you could maybe find a new source. But today, I'm going to be telling you where you might be able to find something that you probably never thought of. Some of you have, but maybe some of you haven't. But I'm going to tell you, as you can see, the back country back in there, it is full of snow. And you're not going to get there till, at least May. That snow's going to stay in there. So all that backcountry rockhounding, it's out for a while. And even a lot of this lowland, I mean, you can see up above there. Even some of this lowland, you can see you're not getting to, I mean, where that snow is, that's maybe 500 feet. And it's still staying up there. That's 1,000 or so. I think that hill there's a couple thousand feet high. But those back ones back there, they're 5,000 feet or so. And you're just not getting in there. The sun don't shine in there. That canyon in there, the sun, the only time it really gets sunshine is in summer. And even when Matt and I were back in there, I mean, there it was a nice bright sunny day, and it was dark underneath those trees because they're just so tall. It takes a long time for that snow to get out of there. But I'm going to show you around a bit, and we'll see if we can't find a place to rockhound today. So now you can't get up in the mountains, so you think, well, I'm going to go to one of these streams, because it washes everything out of the mountains. Well, this is normally a small river, but as you can see, there's been a lot of water coming down out there, and this one here is flowing pretty good. You would not want to fall in there because it'd be very cold. And reaching down into that water, you wouldn't be able to do that. You'd have to be really geared up to do this. And I know from experience, because I grew up playing on this stream. Fell in it many times, probably every month out of the year. But that's back when, I knew everything. But now I'm a lot dumber, so I don't get into these streams anymore. Not this time of year. I mean, I could see steelhead fish in this one if it's allowed. I know there used to be pretty good steelhead fishing in it, but I don't know if they even allow it anymore. But yeah, so this is not an option. So where do you go next? Well, unless you can get one of these little gravel bars like this one, you go to where it flows out into the bay. So that's where we're going to go next. Go down there and take a look at that. Well, they sure are noisy. A bunch more over there. But this here, right there, is where that stream I was on comes out. As you can see, there's only a little bit of beach here exposed. And the reasoning for that is this time of year, all the low tides are in the middle of the night. So you're not really gonna get out there, even over there where the stream flows out. Now, in the middle of the night, this whole thing here is empty of water, even way out past where you see that land right there. That there land, there's another stream over there, and that stream has really good stuff in it. And there used to be a channel that they had dikes out in there, and it forced the river to flow right out there, and this river here used to flow over there, but now it's all changed. So now they flow free out here on the delta, and so you just can't get out here to Rockhound because there won't be daylight when the tides are till spring. So here we are, December. We can't come down here, even though it'd be nice, and you wouldn't want to go out there at nighttime with flashlights because the people that live over here would probably call the game department on you thinking you were a poacher. So you'd have a lot of explaining to do, which, yeah, it's not worth it. So we can't be up in the hills. The streams are flowing too fast, too cold, and it's always high tide here, even though this would be perfect. So where do you go next? Well, I'll give you a clue here on the next stop. Okay, this is what I'm talking about here. I can't stop because it's private property on both sides, but this is a rock quarry. And it's where there's lots of these around, and most of them are private, and you can't rockhound there, but sometimes they have good stuff. So maybe there. Okay, yeah, I just parked up the road from that rock quarry. They own all this land back in here and down there where they were working. And like I was saying, some of these quarries have some nice agates in it, zeolites, and things like that, but they won't let you in there due to insurance things. And but I think right here, coming up here, could be one of these trucks. Yes. And right there, that truck just came out of there. It's got a bunch of gravel in it, and it's going to go someplace. That might be a private person, but I will show you where they do put some of that rock, and you can go there. So I'm going to head on down the hill, and we're going to go take a look at something. Alright everyone, we've reached our final destination, and you're probably wondering, what's this place got to do with that quarry? Well, first off, not much. Because you look, the ground here is just regular old ground, but the first reason why I stopped here is because this place has got a lot of glacial erratics. You can see one right there. And then up there on the horizon there you can see another one. And over there, there's another one. And all through this whole area there's glacial erratics spread out. So that tells you that a lot of rock from up north got dropped right here when the ice sheets melted. And who knows what you might find. Like whatever that is. Almost looks like some quartz in there. But there's just it's a smorgasbord of rock here. I mean, you just don't know. what you could possibly find. And that there is pretty green. I don't know. But see, north of me, I have the Straits of Juan de Fuca. Vancouver Island in Canada is not that far away. And then you have the North Cascades. I don't know if the North Cascades material made it this far over. It could have, because it did make it to Whidbey Island and Port Townsend out there. They do find jade out in there. So, but as you can see this here, but this is all the glacial till. But as you can also see, pretty wet. You can see these bulrushes. That tells you this ground is wet. So you're not going to be driving big equipment across here. So you have to put something else here. This. Right here. This came from one of the quarries. I don't know which one. There's several in the area. This could have came from that quarry I showed you down there. It could have came from one, the Shine quarry out there. But, oh, here we go. We got some of the bigger material. We can actually see what's going on. And now there's a nodule right there. And this thing's probably got nodules all through it. Yep, it does. So I'm going to throw that piece right there. Take a look at a few more of these. Oh yeah. And so, yeah, that one there's got lots of nodules in it. So I don't think this came from that quarry down there, because I've never heard of anybody finding agate out of that one. So, but I have heard of people finding an agate in a quarry that's up there by the little town of Chimicum. So that's of interest. And oh, there's a bunch going on in that one. But they use different sized rock too for like up here. See, it's all this small, but I'm sure this was what they brought in first. Was this bigger material. So as I walk out through here, I more than likely will find an area in here that has some bigger, maybe right up there. I can see they did a pull off and it looks like big rock right there. That's where I'm going to go to. We'll walk right over there. Okay, I walked up to here. As you can see, it's bigger rock. They needed that bigger rock to hold the smaller stuff. So, but in this bigger rock, as you can see, there's quite a bit going on here. I mean, look at that there. There's agates all riddled through this stuff, like this one here. A lot of small ones. Yep. So I could take some of this that I see, maybe some of the bigger agates, which I've already got a few pulled off. I could go home with this and break it up and maybe get some of those out, and hopefully it would have some color to them. And I imagine probably out in this, since it is still fairly good sized, that I should be able to find just some agates there. It's almost like a blue color. Now there was one quarry here that the agates, I was told, were pretty nice, and they used to let you go in there and collect on the weekends. But I don't even know if that quarry's still in existence. But if you can't go into the quarry, this is your next best thing right here. And this here, agate here, is exactly what I would be finding wherever this came from. So there's a little bigger. But now, that's not the only reason though, because you got that clear cut, big clear cut. That's one I'm going to take right there. Yeah, we'll take that one. I'll put it up there. But we have that big clear cut up there. This looks different. So, let's, Yeah, it looked like there was some big ones. But we have this clear cut here. Well, I can agate hunt right there. See, it goes all the way out through there. And I can see some glacial erratics there. And right there's more of where they had to fill in. And I'm sure all around in here they had to fill. So, yeah, you can see them everywhere. So out in there could be anything. There could be agates. There could be a piece of jade, petrified wood, jasper. Matter of fact, I was out here a while ago and I did find a pretty nice jasper. It wasn't huge, but and I know it didn't come from the Olympics because I'm too far north for it, unless it came around down through the straits off the north end. But so now on these quarries, you know, they're not all created equal. Some just have zeolites in it and they're not going to survive, you know, going through that, I don't think. I mean, they might if it's a really big rock, which, you know, you will find that along where they put in bridges and things like that. But some of them have agates, different types of agates, and like that quarry that I was at, it's probably 15 miles that way. There's another quarry out this way, and it's probably 15 miles, and the other ones are up there and they're probably 20 and 40 miles away. So there's several, and each one of them has different types of stuff, and quarries bring in different types of rocks too. There are some around here that are just gravel, you know, this stuff right here, and you know, it'll get sorted into different sizes and they'll use it for different things too. So, but out here very seldom does it snow here. It might get frosty, but you can come out here, and I'm going to go over right back over here after I go back to my vehicle and get my rock hammer in my bag. I'm going to collect me some easy agates. Okay, I got this rock here. It is just full. Appear to be white on the inside. Then that one here, those look, and they almost look like glass. Huh. I'm going to take this whole thing, see if I can't bust it up a bit more, and then run it through the tumbler and see what they look like. Yeah, there's a lot of material here, and out over there I'm going to take a look, but I'm sure all through this place, and I know I was over there and they dropped a lot of material out there and way out there. Almost all of these roads that came in here, they had to do some fill because this is all swampy. So now would be the time to get in there, because they've already replanted this, and here in a few years you're not going to be able to walk out in here. So I got this one at the right time. I'm going to collect a bit of this and then head on back home and we'll see what we got. Well, I stopped at this, there was another road right here that they threw rock on, and I found this right here. I think that would have been something if it would have been full, but that went through the crusher. But that might have been an interesting piece. So things do get big. I'd like to know which quarry this came from, but it'd probably be difficult to figure out unless you followed these a lot, or if you saw the trucks or something come in, then you'd know. But I was looking at this right here. This is a glacial erratic right here, and it seems to be really green and really big. But maybe I can see if I could just get a chip on that, and it might tell me exactly what this is. Looks like it might be chipped down here. Nope. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can't get a chip off of this. This ought to be fun. Well, I did get a small chip there. That's still the weathered part, but right there. But then I was looking right up here. That is some deep green. Yeah. This would be an interesting piece to... That's big though. Oh, maybe I can break something off right there. Oh boy. Not sure what this is, but it is green. And everything that come north out of here is always good stuff. Boy, it gets right down in here too. Oh, that gets to that almost green apple right there. This might be a big hunk of serpentine. I gotta get something off there. I don't have my chisel. I don't. Well, at least it's close to where I live, but I think, of course, it's big. Why wouldn't it be? Everything I find is big. But I think this might be a find. Well, I'll see if it is. Maybe it'll be like most times and not as exciting as what I thought it would be, but we'll try. Okay, I got a couple small pieces off of there. I don't know. I'll have to see if I can actually put a polish on that to see what it is. Now I found this piece here. That looks like it's green all on the inside. So that might be a good piece to look at. And then I just found this. This looks like some quartz apodote right there. So not bad for just walking right here. And I hadn't even walked out into that. Who knows? If this stuff here though, this one here might be pretty nice. This here, I don't know if it is. I couldn't hardly break anything off of there, and where I could break wasn't the quality that I wanted. But we'll see what that is. Alright, well now I'm gonna head on out of here. Yeah, you can spend a lot of time searching out here, and who knows what you find. Okay, I did find a smaller piece of that big rock, and it seems to be the same material. And I took it, I put a polish right there. Well, the puppy's not very happy. He's in the cage, but or not the cage, but the kennel over there. But yeah, it is green. It does have some iron pyrite inclusions there, up there on the top, and I have a feeling that's what that down there is too. When you get it just right, it flashes. So I'm pretty sure that's what it is. There's some iron pyrites in there. As to what the rock is itself, right there, when it fractured, it fractures like a piece of quartz. But I'm not sure. It polished like a piece of quartz. It was very easy to polish. But other than that, yeah, I'm not real sure as to what the material is. So, but there's a lot of it out there. If it was just a little better green, I'd probably go for more of it. That's not a bad green. And I'm sure if somebody wanted to carve, it'd be some good stuff to carve. But, okay, well, that's what that big piece is some of this, and that's the color that's on the inside. Not a bad color, I guess. But, alright, well, thank you for watching.